Good morning, I'm Earth Dr. Reese Halter, and you're listening to Earthcast, SOS.com. Last week, Hacktivists disabled the website of Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe in protest of Japan's Antarctic mission to kill whales and feign science. A tweet was sent to Abe's Twitter account saying, "Whaling is not culturally right. Your website is #TangoDown." The tweet displayed a screenshot showing a non-functional connection. Later in the day, the site was up and running, and a Japanese official acknowledged that the site had been inaccessible for most of the day. A bit of a controversy brewed because the first tweet claimed that Anonymous, the international group of hacktivists, claimed responsibility, but the group denied responsibility. Instead, the actions appear to have been undertaken by a sympathizer operating under the Anonymous umbrella, angered by the Japanese slaughter of dolphins and whales. By the way, did you know that the only Japanese whaling company is owned by the Japanese government? What the frack? Anonymous has laid claims a couple of times to incapacitating other Japanese websites and Icelandic websites and the Icelandic Prime Minister's website in protest of murdering whales and dolphins. On the 3rd of December, 2 days after the Japanese whale killers left Japan en route for the Southern Ocean Whale Sanctuary, Dr. Roger Payne, the grandfather of whale research and leading proponent of non-invasive whale research for over 45 years, wrote the following, quote, "The strongest evidence that there is no improved science in the offing, but only further subterfuge, comes from the fact that by asking for a third as many whales this season as she took in her last hunting season, Japan's tacit argument is that even smaller sample sizes are important, an argument that runs counter to her earlier claims. I would like to know whether there is any limit to the willingness of Japan's whalers to ignore the norm of science. I have always assumed that honesty must have a lower limit below which you cannot go, a point where there is no further truth available that can be removed, an absolute zero of honesty. Have the whalers figured out a way to go below that point? If so, is there a limit to their tolerance for shame? Is it perhaps infinite?" End quote, Dr. Roger Payne. In the meantime, 33 countries, including Australia, New Zealand, and the United States, have signed a letter to Shinzo Abe in protest of Japan slaughtering whales in the Southern Ocean Whale Sanctuary. Let me remind you again that due to subsidizing fossil fuels $5.6 trillion annually, cold water currents in our oceans have failed to rise because the oceans are that warm and carry iron and nitrogen to the surface to grow oxygen-bearing phytoplankton, the base of the entire marine food web. We are missing 40% of the global phytoplankton, which supplies almost 3 out of every 4 breaths of oxygen we breathe, no matter where you live on our gorgeous blue globe. The whales, the filter-feeding whales that the loathsome Japanese whalers are set to annihilate, are fertilizing the sea with their flocculent fecal plumes, their poop, rich in iron and nitrogen, helping to regrow phytoplankton. The whales are helping us to fight the climate crisis. Hello, is there anyone home? Japan is not only killing whales, they are killing our life support system. Shame on Japan. At what point do the world leaders step in? Because without oxygen, we're done. So I leave you with a couple of thoughts. Japan, try counting all your yen while you hold your breath. Good luck with that. In the meantime, I predict there'll be more Hacktivists hits on Japan because killing the whales is ecocide. Stop killing whales and dolphins, Japan. Earthcast SOS needs a helping hand. Come on to drreese.com and make it happen by clicking on the donate button. I'm Earth Dr. Reese Halter, reminding you to protect our planet.